So we live in a globalized world, and all countries are embedded in a global system in which countries and communities participate and share. And that leads to some positive pressures, but it can also lead to negative pressures. And the negative pressures come if you think about the structure of the system. There's actors at each level in any given domain. If you think of the domain of HIV/AIDS, or the domain of rural water supply, or you think of the domain of deforestation and land degradation, all of those have experts and actors in those domains that have kind of a structure where there's some global actors that are embedded in organizations and institutions at the global level. There's some cosmopolitan actors that interface at the global level, but also interface at the national level. There are national level actors who are responsible for creating plans and budgets, and politicians and policymakers. Then there's local administration, and there's frontline workers. Part of the tension of isomorphism comes when the global walk away from what's possible at the base. And you get this disconnect of the isomorphism where the global is pushing themes without being realistic about what the base can and will actually be able to do with the structures and resources they have. So to a large extent, you can get a global movement trying to push things that push away from realism of the capability of the local. One way to think of PDIA is PDIA as a way of getting the base to lead the triangle rather than to attempt to have the apex lead the triangle, where you actually get the people that are the frontline workers getting their realities reflected and reinforced from above, rather than attempting to change the world exclusively in the interests and with the ideas of the global elite. So PDA is a way of unleashing the capabilities that exist at this level to get the dynamism of the pyramid working towards global goals, not relying or being at odds with a global isomorphism that can be increasingly irrelevant and in fact destructive of what's really possible and dynamic at the base that drives the realities with which people responsible for implementation have to cope.